I think the kiss of death for a new trader is subjectivity. Like if they have to make a major decision, that will lead to overthinking, overanalyzing, FOMO, all of the things that we recognize as lead-ins into tilt, right? When there's just too much of a quote unquote decision to be made, right? Whereas as and some traders stay there. Like I've always looked for a trade strategy that I felt was super, super mechanical. And I never found one that for me consistently over time gave me what I was looking for. So I've gotten to the point where I have some key things that I look for, but there's still some subjectivity for me. And I do get to make some of those decisions in the moment. Good or bad, I will tell you that is definitely a harder way to go about it, because then you can overanalyze why you were right, why you were wrong. And the reality is, we know in the markets, we can be right and lose. We can be wrong and win. All of these things can happen. So there's no real right or wrong outside of sticking to our strategies and our boundaries and whatever rules we set up for ourselves, right? So with this, like, are you looking for a specific number of trades per day? Are you looking for like a specific profit target, loss max? Like, how do you structure that?
When I was trading simulations a lot, sometimes I would trade simulations and, for example, make $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 in a day with the simulation. Right. So I figured, I'm like, hey, if I can do $10,000 to $15,000 to $20,000 in a day in a simulation, why can't I do maybe, let's say, roughly 15% of that, which is about $2,000 to $3,000 a day on a cash account. And let's say if you have 6 to 8 to 10 cash accounts, it can happen pretty fast. I think the harder part is once you have, I guess, your profit target or your goal in mind. I think it's harder to actually stay out the markets than it actually is to make the money. If that makes sense.
It does, and I think that's a big part of the journey, is recognizing not just when to trade, but when not to trade, when to hold back, when to resist. I mean, is there anything that you particularly see where, if you see your entry model, right? Is there anything that you see that's going to just straight up keep you out of the markets?
Honestly, I trade every day. And preferably what I like to do is I kind of like to wait for those outside moves on either side. I don't mind being a bear. I don't mind being a bull. I just want a good setup where it's higher probability for me to make money on the trade. I think I think setting yourself up for higher probability trades, it's actually one of those beneficial things where it's like you just kind of that was a 25-point scalp.
There you go, right there, live on the show, folks. How about that?
So it's kind of one of those things where it's like just want to hit the go and go. The markets is filled with money on both sides. The whole point is just to set yourself up for higher probability success.
Right. Now, are you an all-day trader? Do you sit there like for 6, 8, 10 hours watching the market through the whole session? Do you have a particular time of day that you prefer?
I kind of just tend to stick around the goal. But it all depends on just what's going on with the markets. Preferably, I wake up maybe 5-ish, 6-ish, and then I'll look at the markets in the morning, see if the RSI is near my levels. I like to wait for the RSI to be under 30 to purchase, and I like for the RSI to be over 70 to sell. What gives me confidence in those trades are if we have like previous highs, like today, where it's kind of like it kind of touched up, and it's almost like a same setup in a way. You could be right for 15 minutes and be wrong for the next 2 hours, or vice versa. You could be wrong for 15 minutes and right for the next. So it's the market's a tricky place. I like to say hit whatever your goals are, and just keep it moving. Just keep it moving. Yeah, just move on. You have to just leave. It's the market's filled with money. You can't be right every time. You're going to be wrong. You want to cut those losses immediately.